The lies, the deception, the severe allergen to the truth. It is getting stronger and stronger with Angel Reese. Woke corporations, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they are begging you to embrace Angel Reese and her dozens of aliases. I'm so special. I'm so great. One name cannot contain my greatness. My name is Angel, Bayou Barbie, Chi-Town Barbie, Double Barbie, Me-Bound Barbie, Triple...
Angel Reese just wanted to play basketball, but now she's trending for all the wrong reasons. Again, buckle up because Mama Reese just logged into Twitter like it's WrestleMania and dropped a verbal elbow from the top rope. What did Angel do this time? Why is Mama Reese breathing fire? And did she just call out everyone in the WNBA? Oh, it's messy. Grab your popcorn. This family feud just went full Hollywood. Let's dive in.
What's up, y'all? I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick. How is she a professional athlete? Like, can we step back for a second and just analyze this situation? How in the world is this chick a professional athlete? She is, out of all the clips that I've seen, she is the worst basketball player I've ever seen.
Oh, so now we're naming daughters after ourselves, like we're Beyonce dropping a surprise album? Angel Reese named after Angel Reese? That's not a legacy. That's a branding strategy gone rogue. Who looks at a newborn baby and thinks, yep, let's roll the dice on me being iconic enough that this won't backfire? That's not self-confidence. That's the main character syndrome with a twist of delusion and a splash of look at me, I'm special.
The harder they push Angel Reese, the more she seems to be rejected. And now we have Angel Reese Sr. coming to her defense. Now we have Mama Reese trying to rally the fan base. Or as Angel Reese would call them, aunts and cousins.
And let's not pretend this whole saga isn't dripping in irony. The WNBA finally gets mainstream attention, great, amazing, cue the trumpets, and instead of building something, they're out here setting the whole house on fire because one girl from Iowa decided to be good at basketball. That's it. That's the scandal. Caitlin Clark walked onto the court, lit up the scoreboard, and boom, some folks started acting like she personally insulted their great-grandmother's potato salad recipe.
Sitting here saying, oh my gosh, is this for real? Is this really for real? But I'm going to show you this video because if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to absolutely fall out of your chair laughing. I know what I'm going to call this. I'm going to call this the curse of Dave Portnoy. Barstool Sports El Presidente. He went on a rant about that Ryan Clark stuff, and he said all he had to say about Angel Reese and Ryan Clark and that whole mess. And I will say this, his rant cursed Angel Reese because she proceeded to have the absolute worst game of her life.
Now it's just full-blown chaos. Somehow the existence of Caitlin Clark became a personal attack on everyone not from the Midwest. Why is it okay to hate on Iowa people like we're all corn-fed agents of doom? What did Iowa do besides give you a nice view of soybeans and produce a once-in-a-generation shooter? There's no beef, no scandal, no shady backstory. It's just a girl who hits logo threes like she's checking the weather, but instead of celebrating that, half the league is acting like she brought dishonor to the basketball bloodline.
And then obviously Angel Reese, who actually played okay and looked like she improved her game, made a mockery of her existence. She got fouled, totally common foul by Caitlin Clark, going for a layup, falls down and then attacks her basically and makes it just a joke out of her existence and why everybody hates Angel Reese. And shame on the WNBA upgrading this to a flagrant foul. That's a flagrant foul. It was the most common routine foul of all time.
And speaking of dishonor, let's talk about the Olympic roster. The one that mysteriously left Clark off like she was some third-string mascot instead of the most talked-about player in women's basketball. But sure, let's pretend it was all about fit and experience. Meanwhile, every time Clark breathes, someone somewhere feels personally attacked. It's not about balance anymore. And the love for Clark has sparked an even greater tidal wave of hate for her, for Iowa, for anyone who dared to cheer too loudly. And who's leading the retaliation brigade? Enter Mama Reese Angel. Isn't the victim here. She's not even pretending to be subtle about it anymore. This is professional sports. People talk, people react. If you play the villain card long enough, don't be surprised when people start booing. It's not bullying, it's branding. And she wrote the manual herself. You don't get to dance around the court taunting opponents, stir up social media feuds like it's a Real Housewives audition, and then clutch your pearls when someone finally claps back.
In basketball, I'm 5'5", so there's a whole realm of basketball I can't experience. I don't have any above the rim experience. On the other hand, I'm not Angel Reese. I'm 99% on my layups because I can't afford to miss a layup. My layup is my dunk. I don't care if the defender is 7'9". The taller and bigger he is, the more he cannot keep up with these first 3 steps.
The victim mentality isn't a defense mechanism, it's a strategy. One that Mama Reese has apparently adopted as a full-time job. But it's exhausting, watching grown adults weaponize social media as if every tweet is a sword in some grand battle for justice. Angel plays this game where she shifts narratives faster than a DJ at a wedding reception. One week it's all about women's empowerment. Next, it's about how everyone's out to get her. Then she's misunderstood, then she's bold, then she's the blueprint. It's like trying to follow a soap opera where the plot keeps changing mid-episode, and the writers are high on Gatorade and delusion. You can't claim to be all about team unity and growth while simultaneously planting drama seeds every time the spotlight dims. It's always something, some coded tweet, some vague shade, some dig wrapped in passive-aggressive glitter. And the second someone pushes back, it's the end of the world. Suddenly it's why me and y'all don't support women. No, people just don't support nonsense. There's a difference.
Worst basketball player I've ever seen, and that's not an exaggeration. I wish I was lying because I feel bad for her, for how bad she is, but she is so bad at basketball. Yet she wants to be compared to Caitlin Clark and all these great WNBA players. She's not even close. There's middle schoolers that can beat her. It is so, like, what do y'all agree with me? Because I hope I'm not the only one. She is just not a good basketball player, and she needs to keep her mouth shut.
The league doesn't need more drama. It needs stars who act like stars, not divas auditioning for a Netflix docuseries. Caitlin Clark, for all the attention she's gotten, didn't ask for this madness. She didn't drag anyone. She didn't name drop. She just hooped. And somehow, that's more threatening than any trash talk or hard foul. Her very existence is a trigger to people who thought the league would forever revolve around them, about who gets to be seen. And if that woman happens to be white and from Iowa, forget it. That's apparently a deal breaker. So yeah, the hate is starting to outweigh the love. Not because Caitlin Clark did anything wrong, but because some people just can't stand not being the center of attention. They can't handle the fact that she's the star. The one putting butts in seats, the one selling jerseys, the one casual fans actually know by name. That kind of visibility doesn't just make them jealous, it makes them irrational.
Facing Angel Reese. After bad losses, she sometimes publicly plays the victim. Racist comments were directed at her in the arena, or especially on social media, and I don't doubt she has heard some in arenas and read a number of racist remarks on social media. And as I continue to say to all WNBA players, just don't read them. You're not
But instead of leveling up, they lash out. Instead of rising with the tide, they throw anchors. And instead of teaching younger players how to thrive in the spotlight, they spend their time crafting petty feuds on Twitter and cosplaying as martyrs in the middle of a growing empire. It's not inspiring, it's exhausting. If Angel wants to be taken seriously as a star, it's time to start acting like one. Drop the dramatics, skip the subtweets, come on. Angel went to LSU. LSU. That's not exactly a rags to riches tale, that's I got a full ride to one of the biggest schools in the country and still somehow feel oppressed energy. Like we're supposed to believe this is a Cinderella story when the glass slipper was handed over in a Nike box. She played at a top-tier SEC program, got national attention, NIL deals, magazine covers, and an entire marketing campaign built around her like she was the second coming of Serena. So forgive the rest of us for rolling our eyes when the pity parade starts marching down Main Street.
WNBA All-Star starters were released and people are pissed. This is how votes were cast. 50% was fan vote, 25% was media, and the remaining 25% was current players. One person that was not one of the 10 starters selected, Angel Reese. Now, Angel was actually 5th among frontcourt players in the fan voting, but she didn't even rank inside the top 10 in current player or media voting. The top vote getter was unsurprisingly Caitlin Clark with over 1.2 million.
And don't even try the "I came from nothing" routine. No one's buying that while you're living the influencer-athlete hybrid dream. Crying from a luxury apartment while filming content for Gatorade and wearing customized sneakers does not scream struggle. It screams curated chaos. You went to a university where football players ride scooters to practice and the cafeteria menu reads like a 5-star brunch. Let's not pretend you were out here hooping with holes in your socks and hoping someone would toss you a protein bar. And if someone dares suggest maybe, just maybe, you're not above the game, you'd think someone declared war on basketball itself. Let's talk about this whole "don't tell me I'm privileged" attitude when they're literally living lives 99% of people dream of. Playing sports, traveling, getting paid, endorsements, TV time, and still crying victim like they're trudging through a Dickens novel.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby.
It's emotional manipulation on full display, dipped in glitter and posted with an aesthetic filter, all while rocking lashes longer than the stat sheet and pretending that everything's just so hard. And then there's Mama Reese, still playing Twitter Warrior 2025. At this point, she's like the stage mom who keeps forgetting it's not her audition. Every time Angel's in the news, even if it's self-inflicted, Mama's right there in the replies, breathing fire like someone canceled Christmas. She's out here defending a grown woman like she just lost her favorite toy. It's not endearing anymore, it's exhausting. There's a fine line between protection and projection, and we've officially crossed it. This isn't parenting, it's PR gone rogue. Mama Reese wants applause for every meltdown and sympathy for every clapback, but it's not working. She's not the underdog, the fake wokeism, the constant cries of racism from players who get full red carpet treatment every time they sneeze in a new direction.
Angel Reese slapping a clipboard out of her coach hand was disgusting. Oh, Angel, let's not normalize disrespecting your staff, coach, and teammate. She acting like she good or something. I'm surprised she ain't rebound a clipboard. Her behavior has been so intolerable on and off the court. She keep on, she gonna be playing in Pelican Bay. True female YN activity. This new generation don't respect shit. Then her fans coming to her defense. Oh, men do it all the time. Remember Travis Kelce? He choked his coach. As a man, I say all that. It's a double standard. How we pull a Brittany Griner and send her ass to Russia with a dime bag, she gotta go. But on a serious note, let's do benched, ejected, suspended next time.
It's not activism anymore, it's performance. This generation of WNBA players and their fan base have turned victimhood into currency, and business is booming. And don't even start with the comparisons. No one is saying discrimination doesn't exist, but this isn't Selma, this isn't 1965. This is a professional sports league where the stars are making more money than most doctors and still acting like they're being oppressed by referees and rival fans. It's delusional, it's theatrical, and it's getting old. Really old. They call out racism faster than they call out missed layups. Here's a wild thought. Maybe some players are more marketable not because of their background, but because they're just better. Better shooters, better passers, better at handling fame without self-destructing. Maybe the fan base isn't racist, they're just tired of drama queens with poor shooting percentages pretending they're being silenced. Spoiler alert, no one silenced you. You're on every timeline.
Angel Reese needs to be better at basketball. I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of mic-in drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wildly famous rebounder.
Every commercial, every panel, every news segment. If this is oppression, it's the most glamorous form of it ever invented. Crying all the way to the bank with designer bags and reality TV deals lined up like you're the next Kardashian. Spare us the sob story, because at this point, it's not about race. It's not about equality. It's about ego. They claim to want growth, but panic when it comes. They want viewers, but alienate half the audience by turning every post-game press conference into a TED Talk on oppression. People are tuning in for basketball, not a sociology lecture. Stop treating every foul like a microaggression and every criticism like a Supreme Court case. Sometimes it's just a bad game, not a national scandal. Meanwhile, fans, real fans, are caught in the crossfire.
Somebody has to tell the truth because everybody's afraid to do it. They make up fake stats and stupid historical. Oh, it's the first time somebody ever had this for Angel Reese all day, but they don't tell her the truth. Angel Reese is the problem in the Chicago Sky. And I've been telling you this since last year. You're not going to win a championship the way that they're playing right now. I don't care if they have Nafisa on the team, Breonna Stewart, or even Age on the team. If you play your offense through Angel Reese, you're never going to win a championship. Never.
The ones who just want to support the game without being called bigots for cheering the wrong player. The ones who don't care about skin color, but care about skill. The ones who are leaving in droves because they're tired of being told they're on the wrong side of history for liking a jump shot over a hot take. This whole martyr complex some players and fans have built is so inflated it might float away. You can't have it both ways. But the truth is simple. Being loud doesn't make you right. Being bitter doesn't make you brave. And naming your daughter after yourself doesn't make you iconic. It makes you look like you ran out of baby names and self-awareness at the same time. So maybe it's time to grow up. Stop pretending to be the victim when you're holding the crown. Because if the worst thing happening in your life is someone from Iowa getting more cheers than you, then congratulations. You're not oppressed, you're just salty.